The week of May 12th, 2025 brought into sharp focus several critical facets of the modern cruise industry, illustrating the delicate balance between providing leisure experiences, ensuring passenger safety and security, and upholding environmental responsibilities. News circulating on Tuesday, May 13th, highlighted a deeply concerning incident aboard a major cruise ship and an environmental infraction by a luxury vessel, set against the backdrop of the industry's remarkable post-pandemic resurgence. Perhaps the most disquieting report involved a tragic event aboard the MSC Virtuosa. On May 3rd, just a mere 2.5 hours after the ship departed Southampton for a short voyage to Bruges, a fatal altercation occurred while the vessel was still navigating British waters. This confrontation tragically resulted in the death of 60-year-old James Mesham, a resident of Shoreham-by-Sea in West Sussex. The swift escalation of events leading to a fatality so early in a cruise sent ripples of concern through the industry and among the traveling public. In the immediate aftermath, the investigation commenced with urgency. A 57-year-old man from Exeter was initially taken into custody on suspicion of murder. While later released on bail, the inquiry continued, leading to a second arrest. A 56-year-old man from Richmond, London, was subsequently arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. As of the reporting date, this individual reportedly remained in custody, a detail that underscores the ongoing and complex nature of the police investigation being conducted by the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Constabulary. The authorities have made a public appeal, urging any passengers who were aboard the MSC Virtuosa and may have witnessed the altercation to come forward. Eyewitness accounts are often crucial in such cases, particularly those occurring in the dynamic and often crowded environment of a cruise ship. The MSC Virtuosa is a substantial vessel designed to accommodate over 6,000 guests and operated by a crew of nearly 2,000. The sheer scale of modern cruise ships presents unique challenges in terms of security and managing potential conflicts among a diverse and large passenger population. While cruise lines invest heavily in security personnel and surveillance systems, this tragic event serves as a stark reminder that incidents can unfortunately still occur. It prompts reflection on the efficacy of onboard security protocols, the management of passenger behavior, and the procedures for responding to emergencies at sea. Such events, while statistically rare when compared to the millions of passengers who cruise annually without incident, can have a significant impact on public perception of cruise safety and the reputation of the cruise line involved. For MSC Cruises, this incident necessitates full transparency and cooperation with the investigation, as well as a review of internal procedures to mitigate the risk of similar events in the future. Adding another layer of scrutiny to cruise operations was an environmental violation by Silversea Cruises' ultra-luxury ship, the Silver Ray, which occurred on the very same day, May 3rd, near the iconic Faraglione rock formations off the coast of Capri, Italy. The area surrounding these dramatic sea stacks is not merely a scenic backdrop. It is a protected zone established under local maritime regulations specifically to preserve its significant ecological value. These regulations typically impose restrictions such as a minimum distance for vessels to prevent damage to delicate marine habitats, minimize noise pollution that can disturb marine life, and avoid issues like anchor drag, which can destroy seabed ecosystems. The Silver Ray was reported to have navigated within the prohibited 500-meter boundary. This breach was not left unnoticed or unverified. The Italian Coast Guard, employing advanced monitoring tools including automatic identification system AIS data, which tracks ship movements, and the Pelagus monitoring platform, was able to confirm the vessel's close proximity to the protected area. As a direct consequence of this confirmed violation, the Campania Maritime Authority took formal action. They imposed a fine of €1,032 on the vessel and issued a formal warning to the ship's captain. While the monetary value of the fine might appear relatively small for an ultra-luxury cruise line operating high-value voyages, its significance lies in the official reprimand and the clear signal that environmental regulations in this sensitive area will be enforced. Environmental advocacy groups, prominently including Legambiente's Capri chapter, were quick to voice their concerns following the incident. Their emphasis on the need for stricter enforcement of maritime regulations is rooted in the ecological richness of the waters around Capri. This region is home to a variety of sensitive ecosystems and species, including vibrant coral formations, diverse fish populations, small marine mammals, and the unique blue lizard, found only in this locality. Furthermore, there have been recent and welcome sightings of the critically endangered Mediterranean monk seal in these very waters, making their protection even more paramount. The presence of these vulnerable species underscores why the 500-meter exclusion zone is not an arbitrary line, but a vital measure for conservation. The Silver Ray incident, combined with historical examples of maritime accidents near sensitive coastlines, has reignited calls from environmentalists and local authorities to officially designate the waters surrounding Capri as a formal Marine Protected Area, MPA. Such a designation would typically bring a higher level of legal protection and potentially more stringent enforcement measures, including stricter limits on vessel traffic, anchoring restrictions, and enhanced monitoring. While MPA status could offer greater environmental security, discussions around its implementation often involve balancing conservation goals with the economic interests of tourism and maritime activities, a complex negotiation in popular destinations like Capri. The incident serves as a potent reminder that even in an era of increasing environmental awareness, vigilance and robust enforcement are necessary to ensure that maritime industries operate responsibly within ecologically sensitive zones. These incidents unfold within the dynamic and rapidly expanding context of the global cruise industry. Following the significant disruption caused by the pandemic, the cruise sector has demonstrated a remarkable recovery and is now experiencing robust growth. According to industry data, 2023 saw a record 31.7 million passengers embark on cruises worldwide, a figure that not only surpassed, but exceeded the pre-pandemic peak. Projections for 2024 are even more optimistic, with estimates suggesting that around 35 million passengers will choose to cruise. This surge in passenger numbers reflects pent-up demand, the introduction of new and innovative ships, diversified itineraries catering to a wider range of traveler preferences, and effective marketing efforts by cruise lines. However, this period of rapid expansion also brings increased scrutiny, particularly concerning safety standards and environmental impact. As more ships navigate the world's oceans and visit sensitive coastal regions, the potential for incidents, both operational and environmental, naturally increases. The industry itself has publicly acknowledged its environmental responsibilities and has made commitments to reduce its footprint. A significant initiative is the Cruise Industry Environmental Charter, under which cruise lines have pledged to collectively reduce their carbon emissions by 40% by 2030, a target aligned with broader global efforts to combat climate change. Beyond carbon emissions, the industry is also focusing on other environmental aspects, including improving waste management practices, implementing advanced wastewater treatment systems, and reducing air emissions of pollutants like sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides. New technologies, such as the use of liquefied natural gas, LNG, as a fuel source and the development of shore power capabilities in ports, are being adopted to mitigate environmental impacts. Simultaneously, advancements in satellite imagery and data analysis, like the AIS and Pelagus platforms used in the Silver Ray case, are enhancing the ability of regulators and watchdog groups to monitor compliance and identify violations. Nevertheless, incidents like the Silver Ray's navigational breach underscore the ongoing challenges in translating industry-wide commitments into consistent operational performance across the entire fleet. The tension between the commercial imperative for growth and profitability and the responsibility to protect the environment and ensure passenger safety remains a central theme. Each incident, whether a safety breach or an environmental misstep, highlights the critical need for continuous improvement in training, technology, regulation, and enforcement. In conclusion, the cruise news from Tuesday, May 13, 2025, serves as a microcosm of the complex operational landscape of the modern cruise industry. The tragic death aboard the MSC Virtuosa, is a somber reminder of the paramount importance of passenger safety and security protocols, and the human element involved in managing large populations at sea. Concurrently, the environmental violation by the Silver Sea Silver Ray near Capri underscores the critical need for cruise lines to adhere strictly to environmental regulations, particularly in ecologically sensitive areas, and highlights the growing role of technology and advocacy in monitoring compliance. These events occur within a period of significant industry growth, which, while positive economically, brings increased scrutiny and necessitates a continued focus on responsible practices. As the cruise sector continues to expand, addressing these multifaceted challenges effectively will be crucial for maintaining public trust, ensuring sustainability, and navigating the complex waters of global travel.